Check. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna talk about photography. Don't mind the cap. It's part of the whole YouTube uniform, hoodie plus hat, because we all quarantine right now. You can't really go out for a haircut, and also it takes a while because I have to put on my hoodie and then work on my hair. It gets really hot. From now on, the hat is going to be a staple. So today I'm going to talk about lights. Now, as you can see, there's this massive softbox that's right next to me, which is allowing me to get this really nice soft light, and I'm using like this white wall next to me to bounce a bit of light onto this side. So if you wanna get professional cinematic videos, you have to cut out like the harsh shadows. Let me show you what I mean. Now I'm gonna show you what it's like when I have a tiny light, like the light on my phone, to light my face. That's actually not quite bad. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's this really bad light, or if I go on top there, you call these raccoon eyes, right? So when you're filming or when you're taking pictures, this shadow is really bad. I mean, it subconsciously makes your footage look really bad. So let me switch that back on, and now we have nice soft light that's bouncing off on one side. So it's pretty neat. So this is what the pros use. They go and get these massive soft boxes, and even this is like half my size. It's one of the biggest ones I found. But the drawback for shooting with something like this is it's really expensive. Now the video light is a Godox video light that I got. The video light alone costs around 80,000. And then the softbox on top of that is another 20,000, and then the C stand, or the stand that you get for this, is another 7 to 8 grand. So that's literally over 100,000 rupees just to get this lighting set up, and it's worth it. Now, what do you do if you don't have this kind of lighting setup? When I started shooting 3 or 4 5 years ago, I needed to have a good light, and obviously light is key when it comes to video photography, and it didn't make sense for me to go and rent out or buy anything because I wasn't earning anything at all. I was doing free gigs easily for 2 to 3 years, just to build up a portfolio, right? And I'm going to show you guys something that I was using, which is slightly embarrassing, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? So having that concept in mind, having like a big light source and a powerful light source, I went and made, I know, this is pretty awesome. I know I said it's embarrassing, but it's slightly exciting at the same time. So what this is a, I would call it a beginner's freelancers pro lighting setup, if you can call this pro at all. So what this is it's a basin or a bucket, plastic bucket that I got from Apico. 8 light holders. I drilled, or I cut holes into this. Did some haphazard wiring or ghetto wiring, and normal house lights. You know what? Let me show you some of the work that was done with this before you guys judge me, because trust me, I did some pretty rad stuff with it. The other cool thing you would get when you buy these massive lights is you can control the lights with the remote. Like, you can go from 10% all the way to 100% of the light, or depending on the intensity you want. This thing, I kid you not, yeah, it has 8 levels of intensity. You just have to take like light bulbs off when you want to reduce intensity, because I think they're connected parallelly at the electrical circuit. I can't remember. So you can take these lights off without the entire thing switching off. They're not like the Christmas lights where everything is connected in series. I think, I'm not sure. I know I'm laughing right now, but I remember going to so many sets carrying this. And I would carry another like white cloth, like a massive sheet. This is like one of those mosquito nets or mosquito nets. the, I would cover this in like a white bed sheet. This is what I would carry in the beginning here and there when I had to do shoots for all this. Now this huge setup here, this costs 100,000. This one probably cost me like 3-4 grand at most. But yeah, that's what I did, and I want to show you guys how you can use something like this and, you know, get some pretty awesome shots. When you're starting out, what else can you do, right? I'm trying to recreate this picture, and in this picture, trust me, I took these pictures almost 2 to 3 years ago, and I had these colored cardboards that I bought. I still have them. They're on my desk. They're a little weathered out, so the texture is going to be not as good, but it will work. Some blemishes on these boards because I've had them on the table for almost a good 2 years. So I've taped them onto the wall, and yeah, that setup. There are a few more things that you need to make this work. The light itself is not enough. You need like diffusion, or you need like a white bed sheet or a cloth. You need like a white sheet or like a white piece of cloth. It's a bed sheet. This is my mom gave me this one because she has stuff like this lying around. So go ask your parents. I'm sure you will have white sheet at home. I hung the sheets over like this, right? And the plan is to get one person, or my mom or something, to hold the light from here while I creep inside and take the picture, if you know what I mean. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. It's been a while since I did a ghetto shoot like this. Here's an example of what diffusion or how diffusion works. Let me increase the ISO. So as you can see right now, there's this very harsh shadow. It's very distinct next to the phone. If you guys notice, even the shadows next to this peg, you can see it's very distinct. But look what happens when you pull over like a sheet over it, or like diffuse light. It becomes nice and soft. It's not as pronounced. If you can see the shadow, that's with diffusion and without diffusion. See, that's the harsh light. So the plan is to hold this up here like that. I can get my mom to come and help me while I shoot from here. So I need to make sure the room is dark, so I have these blinds. I'm gonna cut out the light from my window over there. So yeah, that's essentially how you would take a picture like this. Now this is the picture that I took with this huge light setup. Okay, I had take a look at the picture from that, and now take a look at the picture that I took with this thing. One last thing, I didn't really use a fancy camera for this. I used your mobile phone. So guys, there's no excuse. Head down to Apico right now and just buy the damn things and just take that picture. I'm telling you, take the picture. I'm smiling because this honestly was a really fun time trying to figure out how to make this work. But yeah, guys, if you don't have a lighting setup, or if you don't want to, or if it doesn't make sense to buy something like this right now, just make it on your own. All you need is a plastic basin and a couple of lights and some wiring, and that's it. And also don't forget the foil. That's a pro touch there, like the reflector that I made out of cooking foil. they both almost get similar effects, but when you're buying something like this, what you're paying for, first of all, is definitely street cred, because it's a lot more cooler and pro to use something like this. But on top of that, having something like this, it's just a lot more convenient. I mean, it's easy to carry around, you can pack it away, and it's easy to set up. It's easy to like point the light at whatever direction you want to, because as you saw on the video, I needed help for somebody to hold the light for me, and that's what you're paying for, the convenience. And usually on a shoot, time is money, and you can't necessarily, you know, keep directing somebody to turn the light this way, turn the light that way, or somebody making a mistake and, like, you know, accidentally sneezing while the shot is going on, stuff like that. It does happen. if you want to get, you know, a precise directional lighting, if you can even call it that, that's what 100,000 gets you. It doesn't make a difference to the image itself, or it gets you almost 95% of the way to the shot. So yeah, try it at home. You know, if you, even for videos like this, I've only used this for a couple of years now. Before that, if you go all the way to my initial YouTube videos, which I'm speaking in that corner of the room, it was this light. Trust me, it's pretty good. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys try this at home. Definitely try it. I want to see at least 1 or 2 of you guys using this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I want to sign off by showing you a music video that I did with just this as the key light. Enjoy.
Burning brighter, trying to take my hope inside her. I'll take it to the fighter, gonna make this dream go higher.